Hi everybody, Rechief here, and welcome back to yet another exciting episode of Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth, Prosecutor's Path, Episodes 1 through 5 Beta. In our last episode, I was adrift in a sea of despair, for I did not know what to examine in order to progress the game. Off camera, I just went around in a big circle and examined everything, and it turns out that the thing I didn't look at is this boom arm right here. I wonder what this iron pole is for. Oh, maybe it's used to practice tree climbing. No, this is a film crane. It's used to capture footage from high locations. Right now it's not attached, but normally there'd be a camera connected to the end. I get it. This would be perfect for scoping out places you're trying to steal from. Do you think they would let me borrow this? And how exactly, may I ask, do you intend to bring it back home with you? Mr. Edgeworth, you can take the base and I'll take the top part. Does she actually expect me to help her? If we take it nice and slow, we might be able to make it to your house, If we take it nice and slow, we might be able to make it to your house, Mr. Edgeworth. Not only do you want me to help you carry it, but you plan to leave it at my house? And yep, without actually learning anything or getting any evidence, that was the thing that we needed to look at before we were done with this investigation, so that's cool. Glad that that crane was in there. And with that, this portion of the investigation seems to be finished. So the murder weapon really is... Yes, as it stands now, the possibility that it was the monster head is quite high. So he ended up being squished by the falling head, huh?
Although they're extremely late to the party, the bodyguards and the police have finally arrived. Mr. President! They really were far too late.
Damn it! Who did this?
They'll pay for this. I swear I'll make them pay. But you know, this much is enough to put me at ease. The person who did this to Huang. I've already got my eye on a suspect.
What? What do you mean?
Even though Huang was the victim, he doesn't have extraterritorial rights here. Your country's police have the right to investigate. However, I've already spoken with them. As an agent of Interpol, they're letting me assist in the investigation.
So they've already established a plan for this investigation.
I've already found my prey. Now it's time for the hunt! Take a look at this! It's a printout from a security camera on the Grand Tower rooftop.
Oh man, is Justine gonna be the suspect in this case? That would be so cool. I really hope that's true.
This camera records people as they get off the rooftop elevator. And guess who was recorded? The president and his killer can be clearly seen.
Why is Miss Courtney there? So he's saying Judge Courtney is the murderer? Prosecutor Edgeworth, I shall leave this offering to the goddess of law to you. Deliver her divine judgment against Blaze de Best. Could she, who hates crime above everyone else, have... Security camera photo jotted down in my organizer. You know, I wasn't sure how I felt about this case for a little while. Because, I don't know, I wasn't a huge fan of the whole change of scenery and everything, but I really like the idea that Justine is going to be our suspect. I really like that. I'm excited to see what happens now. Agent Lang, I'd like to hear your thoughts.
Just now, I heard a rumor at the Grand Tower. Miles Edgeworth, that you are no longer a prosecutor. Naturally, that means you don't even have a shred of investigative authority. So what would be the point of having a logic battle with someone like you?
Why would you say something like that? Didn't you also just get reduced to being a lone agent?
Hey, answer me this. Even though you've lost your position as a prosecutor, why are you still sticking your neck into this case?
Why do I still continue to investigate? Agent Lang, why are you pursuing the criminal who murdered the president? Because you're an Interpol agent? Right now, I am also chasing after a certain person. Someone in the shadows who was behind the murder at the Grand Tower yesterday. Someone who placed Kay in grave danger. Even now, they are lurking somewhere, laughing at us. We will uncover the truth and bring them to justice. And a title such as Prosecutor has nothing to do with it. As long as the truth remains hidden, I will continue to seek out that truth. That is my rule.
You're always trying to be so clever, but you really are kind of an idiot.
Me, an idiot? How rude.
That's the answer I wanted to hear. All right, I'll play along with you for a bit. I've lost all my men, and you've lost your title. And yet we still continue to investigate. Let's begin this battle of logic between two kindred spirits.
You have my thanks.
However, I won't go easy on you. I'll definitely catch the criminal who murdered Huang. And I won't let you get in my way.
Yes, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Let me show you the truth that this wolf has sunk his fangs into. Listen up. That woman met with the president on top of the Grand Tower. 2 nights ago, she pushed the president off the roof, and he fell onto this film lot. At the time, there was no one else on the rooftop aside from those two. There's no room for doubt. That woman murdered the president.
Oh, I think I've got it already, actually. It was just the two of them alone on the rooftop. No bodyguards.
Yeah, I confirmed it with those bodyguards over there. They didn't know about it either. Guess he managed to give them the slip. He must have had something secret to talk about.
President Huang and Judge Courtney. Did those two have some sort of connection?
Apparently he had an arrangement with the owner of the Grand Tower. He requested the entrance to the viewing platform be restricted so that they could be alone. Well, it's not like the owner could turn down a request from the president.
Does that mean the last person to see the president was...
Exactly. Courtney, you mean. It's gotta be her.
Agent Lang's reasoning is certainly sound. However, he has overlooked one major thing. And that's where I must strike. So I'm going to press him anyway, just because I kind of enjoy that. I kind of enjoy reading this stuff. However, right here he says, 2 nights ago she pushed the president off the roof and he fell onto this film lot. If we look at the security camera photo, and then we look at the commemorative photo, dang. Well, I was hoping there'd be a date on there. I guess it doesn't actually matter. This was taken yesterday. Oh, wait a minute. I thought Huang was going to be in here. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought that this was a picture of Huang somehow. I guess it's not. Or did they say... No. Oh, well, okay, no. If he was pushed off 2 days ago... If he was pushed off 2 days ago and then he landed, but this was taken 1 day ago, there should be a body behind them. So, okay, so that still makes sense. Let me press anyway, just to make sure. Just kind of solidify what I've got going on. But I think that I'm right about that. How can you be so sure that the two actually met?
Attacking right off the bat. Your fighter's instinct. It's not bad. Trying to keep me in check from the opening move. Impressive.
No, that wasn't exactly my intention.
Still, Mr. Prosecutor, I've only just begun, so why don't you pipe down and listen up? 2 nights ago, she pushed the president off the roof and he fell onto this film lot.
2 nights ago? Are you certain?
If you doubt me, then take a look for yourself. This picture was taken by the security camera on the roof of the Grand Tower. This was undoubtedly taken the night before last.
All this picture shows is that they went to the rooftop together. There's no indication of what transpired afterwards.
The security cameras were only installed in the front of the elevator. There's nothing to show what happened on the viewing platform, but I'm certain of it. That was when the crime took place.
If the president really was murdered 2 nights ago, it would mean that the body has been here ever since. Okay, cool. I've got it.
What's wrong, Mr. Prosecutor? Something on your mind? But it's not over yet. I'm just getting started.
Okay, so let's go back. Well, let's just press everything else. Read some dialogue. Someone could have been hiding on the viewing platform. That's right. There was even a cotton candy stall up there.
The owner of the building had been secretly contacted by the president. He could ill afford any slip-ups, so the owner frantically made sure secrecy was maintained. Everyone and everything was cleared out, including the sugar for the cotton candy.
Even the sugar? That's just too cruel.
However, it was all for naught. The president still met his end. There's no room for doubt. That woman murdered the president.
Do you really think there's no room for doubt?
Of course I do. This time, the time, the place, everything points to that woman committing the crime.
I see. The time and the place. Everything. The time following the president's death and where his body was found. It seems I have reached the heart of the matter. Agent Lang has overlooked something major. And that's where I must strike. Cool. Let's strike. Oh, I meant to hit evidence present button, not that button. That's fine. We just gotta get all the way back to... okay.
Yes!
Shilong Lang. For the Interpol agent with the highest arrest rate to have fallen so low.
What'd you say?
This is a commemorative photo taken by the staff at Global Studios. Everyone's got such great smiles. Well, except for John. This photo was taken yesterday.
What?
If Judge Courtney had murdered the president 2 days ago, then his body should have been there when this photo was taken. Perhaps you should have listened a bit more carefully to those involved in the case. Questioning witnesses is one of the basic fundamentals of an investigation, is it not? I've captured Mr. Edgeworth's great smile. You really do look the most alive when you're cornering your opponent.
Yeah. Just as I expected. It's been a while since I've felt like this.
Agent Lang, haven't you been a little hasty in your reasoning?
I don't need your advice. Lang Ji says, "The wrath of a wolf lasts 100 years. My anger toward the woman who killed the president cannot be suppressed."
I too wish to capture the culprit. However, there is no doubt that the body appeared here last night. Therefore, the president could not have fallen to his death. Yeah, he was crushed by the monster head. The crime occurred here at the film lot, not on the rooftop of the Grand Tower.
So, that's what you think. Still, I don't intend to stray from my logic either.
However, he could not have fallen to his death 2 nights ago. This photo proves that.
Is that so? Think about it this way. 2 nights ago, Courtney pushed the president off the roof and killed him. Afterwards, she snuck into the film lot to hide the body. In here? Wouldn't it be easy to hide a body in a costume or behind all this equipment? Then all she had to do last night was to retrieve the body. Once we search this area, we'll know where she hid the body. We'll know where she hid the body.
Unfortunately, there is no need for a search.
What'd you say?
This piece of evidence proves that Judge Courtney could not have hidden the body. Oh, you know, I bet it's this because, she wouldn't have known the combination. All the entrances to the film lot were locked. The chain on the back entrance was only cut last night.
What?
Therefore, Judge Courtney could not have entered the film lot 2 nights ago.
But the president could only have fallen 2 nights ago.
Why are you so insistent that the crime occurred 2 days ago?
Why? Because there's still more to the security camera footage.
Oh boy.
A photo was recorded 10 to 20 minutes after the president went up to the roof with that woman. That woman, she came back down on the elevator alone. After that, there was no sign of the president getting on the elevator at all. There's no other way for the president to get down without using the elevator, is there? Besides getting pushed off the roof by that woman, that is.
The president never came down from the rooftop.
That's right. The security camera is always watching the entrance of the elevator. It was specifically set up to record anyone who entered or exited the rooftop. Essentially, the camera created a locked room, one which the president vanished from.
A locked room, I see. This is quite an unfavorable piece of evidence for Judge Courtney. Security camera photo data updated in my organizer. A rooftop escape. That's a difficult feat. So let me see, do we get like a new picture? Or is it just, Okay, no, so we just get the info that the president was never seen coming down. That's fine. So even the Autogaras can't just fly through the sky. That's right. I still need more training to be able to pull that off. Are you saying you're going to train yourself to fly? Okay. Interesting. So just thinking about what he said, I want to look over my evidence and I want to see if I can think of anything kind of right away that would show how else he could have gotten down. I mean, I guess he could have, for whatever reason, gone down through the secret entrance? I don't really think there's anything else here. We'll save that, and we'll see what the best place to present that would be. I think that's it.
A photo was recorded 10 to 20 minutes after the president went up to the roof with that woman.
10 to 20 minutes. That's rather vague.
The problem here isn't when it happened. At least, not right now. What's important is what that woman did after that.
What Judge Courtney did? Could you tell me about it in more detail?
That's what I was going to do. That woman, she came back down on the elevator alone.
Are you certain she was alone in the elevator?
Yeah, I'm sure. It had been 10 to 20 minutes after they went up to the roof. The security camera by the elevator only recorded that woman. She was definitely alone. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. They're both eyes, so they're really sharp. And that's how I know. Awoo!
Okay, that's enough. Judge Courtney returned alone on the elevator. This point seems to be accurate. That's strange. Isn't Miss Courtney always together with the goddess of law? Good point, Kay. In this case, we aren't counting ethereal beings. Aw, poor goddess of law. We should give her an offering to lift her spirits. Returning to the topic at hand. Agent Lang, could the president have used the elevator after Judge Courtney?
Yeah, I thought of that too. However, After that, there was no sign of the president getting on the elevator at all.
Just to be sure, the camera didn't have any blind spots or malfunctions, right?
You think I'd make a mistake like that? Are you mocking my investigation?
Here's a weird theory. So thinking back to the last case, and this is assuming that for whatever reason the president went down into the storage room. Thinking back to the last case, there was that big like idol head in there, the big statue where Edgeworth got the name wrong. And I feel as though that had like a mark on the front or something, or a scuff. Maybe I'm not remembering right. I wonder if the president went down into there, the culprit crushed them with that head, and then put them there and added the footprints to make it look as though he'd been crushed in some other way. That's a really out there theory. I'm not confident that's correct, but I just wanted to say that in case it turns out to be correct, and then like it turns out that I'm the best person at this game in the world. We'll find out. No, it is simply my nature to question everything.
Tch. At any rate, this footage can be trusted. I'm sure of that. The president took the elevator on the way up with that woman, but he never came back down.
Understood. While I reserve judgment on your logic, I shall trust in your investigation.
Oh, is that how it is? Do what you want. It won't change a thing. There's no other way for the president to get down without using the elevator, is there?
And if there were, in fact, some other way besides the elevator, I think I'm right.
From the roof of a 50-story building? Ha! That's ridiculous! Without the elevator, there's no way to go down, let alone get off the viewing platform. You'll need something better than that to break my logic.
A way to get off the rooftop viewing platform without using the elevator.
How about it, Mr. Prosecutor? Do you understand now? There is no reason for the president to be lying sprawled out on the pavement here. Besides getting pushed off the roof by that woman, that is.
Agent Lang, it's still too early to make that conclusion.
No matter how much you struggle, there's no escape from my fangs.
I wonder about that. Perhaps there's a hidden route that allows us to escape from the locked room and your fangs simultaneously. Whoa. The proclamation of a miraculous escape. Even a great thief's gotta pay attention.
Now you've said it, Mr. Prosecutor. If that's what you think, then show me that hidden route of yours.
Okay, now they're laying it on really thickly. I thought I was being clever.
A locked room.
A locked room created by the security camera. Is falling off the roof really the only way to escape this locked room? No, it ain't. Okay, wait. There's no sign of the president. There's no way for the president. I feel like that's gotta be the statement. I think that's gonna be the statement. We gotta present this. 1 and a 2 and a 3. A boom! Hey, it worked. As a matter of fact, there was one. A hidden route, that is.
A way down without using the elevator? You'd better not tell me he flew off or something.
There's no need for that. It's quite simple. The president just needed to know about the existence of the hidden 51st floor.
The 51st floor?
This building has a hidden 51st floor. It is accessible through a secret hatch on the rooftop. Using that route, it would be possible to leave the rooftop without using the elevator.
Hidden room? Secret hatch? How could the president have even known about that?
I wonder. I don't know the answer myself. I'm merely raising a possibility.
In the first place, what's this all about? This hidden 51st floor? Sounds like something that ninja girl over there would love to get into.
No way. I'm sick of that place. Okay, that place only holds bad memories, after all. The 51st floor was a secret storeroom for the black market auction. Its true purpose was only exposed yesterday.
Black market auction? You aren't suggesting the president was involved in something like that, are you?
I have no proof. However, the possibility exists, does it not? I wouldn't put it past the president.
Oh! Oh! Duh! Impossible! The president would never... He would never be involved in a black market auction. What's this? You punks. Are you prepared? If you're gonna spout nonsense like that, I'll tear you to pieces!
Duh! She ran away.
You don't have any idea the amount of respect that man has earned from his country's people.
I see. We have seen the president's true colors. However, the people of Jiangfa remain in the dark. Should I inform Agent Lang of the president's true nature? No, telling him now would only further cloud his judgment. I understand, Agent Lang. Please calm down. We spoke out of line. I apologize.
Sorry. My emotions got the best of me.
And Kay, how long do you plan on hiding? You can come out now. I'm sorry.
It's fine. My anger is directed toward the president's killer.
Well, I'll be. You're actually a pretty good guy, ain't you? That loyalty to your president, it's mighty admirable.
What's it to you?
Oh, don't be like that. I've got some good news for you, I reckon.
What?
The president ain't never passed through the 51st floor. You can count on me.
Really?
I was in the storeroom myself and I saw it with my very own eyes. That's right. She snuck into the storeroom that day. Lotta's testimony jotted down in my own...
Thanks.
Okay, let's look at it. Because I feel like this is the thing we're going to have to disprove next. Oh, that's all it says. Wasn't she, like, conked out for half that span of time? Whatever, we'll get to that later.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor.
What is it?
I don't intend to give the culprit a single step of leeway. No one's seen the president since he met with Courtney 2 days ago.
That doesn't change the fact that the body wasn't here yesterday. If he were pushed off 2 days ago, it would be odd that he wasn't found until yesterday. I doubt a fall from the roof would take a whole day.
I'll admit there are a few things I still haven't figured out.
Regardless, there is one thing I'm certain of. There is? What exactly occurred here last night? I'm certain we'll have to look into that in order to uncover the truth. Because the body and the footsteps could only have appeared last night, right?
Agent Lang, we'd like to bring the body in for the autopsy.
Huang, it's in your hands. Make sure you show the proper respect.
I also have one more thing to report.
What is it?
We found some footprints near the body. They were left within the area that looks like a monster's footprint.
There were human footprints within the monster's footprint.
What kind of footprints?
Sir, they were the footprints of a child, about the size of an elementary school student.
Uh-oh. That's not looking good for our buddy.
What?
Huh? An elementary school student? Wait, could it be? Who was that? Ms. Nichols? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Please excuse my rudeness. Is there something you want to say? What is she so scared of? I'm worried that you'll think poorly of me, but please let me testify something. It's really important. That's not something you need to be so worried about. What is it? Last night, I actually came here.
What?
Why did you come here? Well, I got a little worried, so I stopped by to check up on John. John? You mean John Marsh? As I thought. Yes. Last night, John stayed here late in order to practice by himself. Wow, he's really dedicated.
Well, this movie is the first time he's starring as the lead role, so I'm sure he wants to do his best.
She must have witnessed something last night. When was this?
If I remember correctly, I think it was a little past 10 p.m. It looked like it was going to rain, and I was getting worried, so I came to check up on him. And when I got here, well,
You saw something?
Yes. John was practicing by himself, and right above his head, I saw a long, long neck. A neck? Yes. Its skin was really scaly, almost like a reptile. It was like the neck of a dinosaur. Whoa there! Could that have been Gordy? Last time I went hunting for it was a bust, but I reckon this could be the real deal. What? So this time it's Gordy? That's right. I was really surprised. After all, John is the boy who can communicate with Mozilla. Yeah, that's right. Them horns of his let him hear what the monster's saying, right? Even so, he was looking up at Gordy's face and was talking to it. It was like they were friends. Doesn't that sound weird? You said it, sister. That's pretty darn strange, I reckon. That boy's a little traitor. It seems she's gotten reality mixed up with the movies.
Hey, Missy, did you really see that?
Yes, but I was so shocked I immediately ran home after that.
What do you make of this, Mr. Prosecutor? Has another monster taken the stage?
Agent Lang, do you really believe this absurd testimony?
I couldn't care less about the monsters. However, it looks like who we need to talk to next has been decided now, hasn't it?
John Marsh. He was here last night. It's very likely he saw something, isn't it?
Attaboy. John Marsh, we've got some questions for you.
And those questions are going to get answered next time here on Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth Prosecutor's Path episodes 1 through 5 beta. Thanks for checking this out, everybody. Next time, Battle of the Monsters. Who reigns supreme? Battle of the Monsters. Who reigns supreme? Battle of the Monsters. Who reigns supreme? Battle of the Monsters. Who reigns